Hi, today's a bit of a sad day because I'm about to have my last ever session on this board. And because of that, it's going to be a max boulder session because I've got a few projects here. Dog barking. There are a few projects that I really want to get done, or at least have had that last good attempt on before they don't exist anymore in the whole world. Gone. First things first, when you have a max boulder session, you want to have a really good warm-up. So that's getting all the blood flowing, getting your recruitment happening, getting your pulling happening. So I've done a little bit of fingerboarding, run through a few of the easier boulders up to like kind of V9-ish. And then we're going to jump actually onto the projects and just hold some of the positions, kind of do the half moves and that sort of thing. It really feels like it just does that extra last little bit of a top up to really just get ready to pull. So the first thing I'm going to try is this single move. It's actually a part of a whole boulder, but the whole boulder is like, whatever. It's all about this move. It's really difficult to get it from down low and then generate a crosswardsness. Oh man, that's feeling alright. Hey, say hi to everyone. Hello! Big thing that you can miss during your warm-ups for these harder things is just not getting enough recruitment of all the necessary muscles in that like short amount of time. They can wear out real quick, and if you're just wasting attempts essentially trying to get warmed up, it's bad tactics. Ooh. Bam! Oof. One of the things I'm thinking about here is what the end position is going to be, which is sort of like you pull on, just like boom, that's pretty much where I want to finish. And so I'm thinking about trying to move my body, bam, stop in that position. Thinking about that end position makes me more kind of conscious of the trajectory that my body needs to go in and where my hips kind of like boom, finish there. You kind of like picture this silhouette, you're like, goosh, got to finish right there. Oh man. Seriously could be probably, well it is, the hardest move I've ever tried. Literally had more than 100 attempts, which is a lot really when you consider like, you know, you're having maybe 6 attempts in a session. Like it's a lot of time just falling and falling and falling and falling and falling, and it's bittersweet. Nice to not have to think about it again, but I love to keep it as this like benchmark of like, that was the time. Oh, oh gosh. Gosh. We're gonna call it quits at some point because otherwise this becomes an endurance session on hard moves, not max effort. Keep the goal. Probably the longest standing project in its entirety of anything else. It's at least had the most number of attempts. Timing the swing and cut kind of campus thing on that, it's hard. These are like the whole time. One of the tricky things with this is that it becomes pretty slotty, which kind of adds like this extra level of difficulty without making the move harder as such. It just complicates and makes it harder. One of the silliest things that I see people do when projecting, and I do it myself as well, is just forgetting those like little nuances to the move that make it easier. So every time I go to pull on, I run through it in my head, I make sure I look at it all, like even if it's been a million times, it's just good to like get in that headspace and go, right, okay, game time. Another obvious but like rarely seen tactic, just brush the flip and hold. I'm gonna set a timer. Some of the key takeaways we want to think about when we're having a max boulder session is that it's about maximum effort, maximum intensity, and that can only happen over a relatively short amount of time. This section of your session is not really more than an hour, and by the time you throw in those kind of 2 to 3 minute rests, like far out, you're actually only pulling on a kind of few handfuls of times. Sometimes even before that, you can feel yourself just like not being fully recruited. When I'm starting to make some silly mistakes or just like blowing off the holds and that sort of thing, for me that's like a full red flag. Like, hey buddy, we're not... 3-minute timer. You're not quite there giving absolutely everything anymore, and you just need to like pump the brakes and stop. You want to finish feeling strong, finish like, you know, you still want to give more and you've still got a bit more to give, but just hold it back a little bit. It's about high quality, low reps, everything we've got, and let's give this a go now that that rest period's up. Oh, it's funny, I feel kind of nervous. It's like a comp mentality of, this is it, there's only this moment. Oh, that was good. Oh, I really thought I had it there. Bit more rest. There's some sort of graph thing apparently where it's like for every move you rest a minute or something like that. I guess that's about what I did. Don't quote me on that number, but it's something like that. Yes! Ow! Oh! Did not expect that. Fully thought that this was going to be like a burning ship. Hi Maggie, you woke up. My shouting woke you up. Say hi to everyone again. I thought that was totally just going to be like a session of, I don't know, saying goodbye and not actually doing it. Ooh. I got the left hand up here. I got that really quite kind of jumbled and weird, and then got this really poorly. When I feel like everything's kind of starting to go a little bit south, it's really easy to just like rush things or do things a little bit silly. Just really concentrate on doing everything properly. So it's like, place this well, put that on, get the knee sorted, like just, oh man. We can now just start ripping those holds off and feel like maybe it's kind of okay. If you want to check out my method on trying to solve and do hard moves, check this video out here. Otherwise, check this one out for a bit of outdoor climbing froth. We'll see you next time.